It's your boy Bleeves. Everybody listen up. Let's get it. I'm trying to put money in your pocket. That crypto wallet. That bing bada bing ching ching big profit. Even when the market's sideways, I'm looking for ways to get paid. I'm checking my coins around breakfast, then again around bedtime. Bet this, it's not financial advice, but I'm always right. 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 I'm always right.
What is going on, everybody? I hope you're having a great evening. My name is Bleeves. We're here to talk about CPI came in just a sizzling number, 3.0 today, and then crypto started dumping. So we're going to get charts. We're going to kind of check out what's going on and what exactly happened and why we didn't get that really massive sort of move that I think everybody's been kind of waiting for in crypto. And things got a little weird, right? So we're gonna go down some of the rabbit hole that I go through every single day, trying to figure out what is going on with the markets, why this is happening, and maybe we'll come to a consensus and just kind of figure it out because it's getting crazy. Justin W., what is going on? Tom Collide is in the house. What is happening, man? Crypto Dreams is in the house. So is Ben partnering with Saitama in Dubai? I don't know what Saitama has to do with Dubai or Ben. Dubai is a giant area and it has nothing to do with Saitama. But there is a coin coming out, or a token really, called Dubai that he's partnering with, that one of the big influencers out in Dubai that lives actually in Dubai is he's a fan of BitBoy. So look, he's making deals to try to get investors in to hold the floor, basically. I think what BitBoy's looking to do is the situation that they're in right now, with about 20 million market cap. I think he feels more comfortable with at least a 1 to 300 million market cap, and that's a 5 to 15x from where they are right now. And I don't think he likes that position. I think that he does know that it's going to take a little while to fix that sort of problem, but I don't know that he's really, I don't think, by the way, I don't think BitBoy was ready for all of not the work. I think that I think he'll do the work, but I don't think he was ready for all of the technicalities that go with it. Like when you make a deal with ETHBen, that ETHBen is a junkie with $20 million, a crazy baby mama, and he gives his account to random people, and then they start posting on his account, quote unquote. And like, I think he's just I think ETHBen is basically just a scammer who got lucky and was in the right place at the right time and got out kind of honestly in the way that he made his money, like real quick. He got $2 million from BitBoy for the Ben token. So I think I think he's basically a scammer who got out of it, and then he decided that he's going to take this opportunity to try to make something in crypto, and it's not working out yet. I mean, we'll see if it works out or not. I don't know. What's up, Dynastic Wolf? Richard Caldwell, Robert Friedman in the house. Kevin Chambers is here. Tony P is here. True Ducal here. Juicy's in the house. Christian Graves is in the house. Lionel, love the Commodores, in the house. Bushcraft fam's here. Sativa Cyborg Fry. Gut. My son and I were just talking about Guts, and he's like, "Hey man, what does Guts do to you while you're going on your lives?" And I'm like, "He absolutely fucks with me and won't leave me alone." Crypto Shop. I'll tell you about it in just 1 second. But yeah, I mean, I know what's going on with it. What's going on, Daniel Volt? Kevin is here. Shorting Pepe too hard right now. If you shorted Pepe, Allah be praised, man, because god damn, did you get lucky on that one. Mayhem. I'm going to see Mayhem pretty soon, as a matter of fact. Cannibal Corpse and Mayhem and Gore Guts. And then I'm going to go see in December of this year. I'm going to go see, who the fuck was it? It was, oh, kiss my ass. I forgot already. But In Flames and Whitechapel were going to be part of it. Oh, Meshuggah. Meshuggah with In Flames and Whitechapel. And I mean, you know, In Flames basically started deathcore and before moving to metalcore. It's like this is one of those dream come true sort of things. You know what I mean? Woohoo! It doesn't bother me if Pablo's live. Pablo, these guys, look, I've been going live at 8 and 8 for what, 2 years now? Almost 2 years now. And I haven't changed my schedule. I don't do anything different. I do it at 8 and 8, and that's it. Everybody else, they're fucking with me, right? So Rodney's gonna go live at like 8:30, I think, because you know his schedule's changed. So he's going live at 8:30 now. Pablo, whenever he just decides he's gonna go, is when he goes. So, but I don't let that concern me. I have my own lane. I just kind of stay in. Matter of fact, I just talked to Pablo like a few minutes ago. I was like, hey man, did you get on and Wag Me? Because I thought, you know, maybe he would have gotten in on Wag Me, and fuck, didn't work out. But PS5, what's going on with the crypto shop is this. Hobbs is getting some exercise. They're taking some time off, basically. I think you can still go into the Discord and you can talk to them, but they're just not doing the show every day. But they are actually, you know, Hobbs lost like 38 pounds so far. Wait a minute, how much did his wife weigh? I'm just kidding. Him and his wife are still together. And if he comes in here and he sees this, he's gonna be like, dude, come on, bro. But seriously, he's they're off for they're still, you know, they're still in their Discord. They're just not doing the show every day. They're working through some stuff. Living life, taking the summer off. You know, this is touch grass time. So that's what they're doing for the moment. So yeah, that's about what's going on. So let's get into it. Let's kind of check this shit out right now. And let's figure out what's going on in the market. I'm going to show you just a couple of things, and you can take it for what you will. Like it all makes perfect sense to me when I look at it. For those of you that didn't watch me yesterday, I was on. What's up, Jay Smooth? I was on the Crypto War Room yesterday, and while I was on the Crypto War Room, they asked me, like, what do you think is going to happen tomorrow when the CPI comes out? And I said, look, the CPI is going to come out really good. And the logical answer here is that it's going to pump super hard. But I don't think it's going to do that because that's the logical answer. And if what you wanted to happen or what was obvious happened all the time, everybody would be rich. So I think we're going to run into a serious problem. And I don't know what that problem is yet, but there will be some kind of problem because that's just the way crypto goes sometimes, right? So we get the CPI data. The CPI data is good. We pump up to, I think, 30,970 on Bitcoin. I started Dave D. That is already dead. Like, Jesus Christ. Like it's a fucking crater where it used to be. So I don't think anybody is. And I don't really care. It's just they're copying it over. And if they do, cool. You know what I mean? You're welcome. Thank you for the $20 bomb. Robert Freeman, thank you for the TA and for the Lunk videos. Learned a lot and made some cash because of your channel. Thank you. By the way, if you're not already, go use MEXC for, use my link down in the description below. Start doing some futures trading. Learn how to make some money. Play these dips. Also, if you want, I do copy trading now on Fairdesk. I put out a couple of trades today. Now, the trades are down because I knew it was going to happen, but they pressured me and they said, hey, we need you to just make a couple of trades right now. Just don't sell anything. We just want you to, to enter these trades. So I entered the trades and now I'm sitting. I was actually up a couple $100 this morning. And of course the market started to correct, but my stop losses are like way low because I didn't use like gigantic leverage. So like, I'm not really worried about it. I think the market is going to have a nice little reverse, but anyway, let's get into it here. So the market, as we see it right now, is 31 billion in volume. We didn't get the big move that we thought we were going to get. We lost about 0.68 in market cap over the course of the day, down to 1.18 trillion, less than 1% down on Bitcoin, less than 1% down. So it's not a gigantic loss, right? It's not like we really just tanked it over the last bunch of days. And you can see some downward pressure on a few tokens here and there. Algorand, Render, ApeCoin. God damn, is it in the tank right now? I think ApeCoin at some point pretty soon falls out of the top 100 because it's way down and it's just not looking very good at all. And I'm not sure if there's any fixing it at this point. I think everybody loves to have their Bored Ape, but at this point, it's going to be Broke Ape Yacht Club. I think I said today the Broke Ape Canoe Club is what it's going to be pretty soon because they're not going to be able to afford a yacht the way the price is getting dunked on. But overall, down a little bit everywhere for the day. So nothing really standing out, nothing really breaking out, nothing really having a move unless your name happens to be WAGMI. WAGMI is at 2146 and it is continuing to sail. It is up now. Guys, remember last night when we did this, I showed you my WAGMI, or as I call it now, BAGMI, and I'm going to show it to you again so that you can see what it's up to. It was at 70. I want to say it was at 75 last night. So today it is 99.10. So it's about $10,000 now. 5.2 ETH, 46 million market cap. Again, I told you I think it's going to do 100 million market cap. And at 100 million market cap or near, if it gets to like 90 million market cap, then I will sell a couple of ETH and then just kind of let the rest of it run. Look, because here's the thing. I was in WAGMI early, but I wasn't in with a lot. And if it runs and it goes absolutely bonkers and it goes absolutely crazy, I'm not going to get rich off of it anyway. But I don't need to get rich off of WAGMI. I just need to make a little bit of money off of it. And if I can do that, if I can score, take this 5 ETH to 10 ETH perhaps, and then I can take 5 ETH out, then, that's what my goal would be. And then leave the rest of it in for the long haul. So that's what the goal is over there. So it had a nice little run. And just so everybody knows, as Maddie B says, yes, and WAGMI will have a dump too. Well, WAGMI did have a dump. In fact, there were multiple dumps that were going on WAGMI along the way. And this big spike right here is the guy that dumped right here. He just got back in for, I want to say, like ridiculous amounts here. Hold on for me 1 second, because he came in after selling. He came back in, and here, look at the volume that's coming in on it right now. Here we go. He came in with 1.3 billion. He put in 50 ETH, and he sold 50 ETH earlier. So he put in almost 50 or 60 more ETH. And so he's here to play, and he's here to stay. So he's at 1770 right now. DCA'd his way through 2138. So the price probably come down, but it's right where it was to begin with. Now they're looking for some more investors. Now some more people on the come up. And then I think he takes profits again. I don't know exactly where that is. I don't think there's enough money in it. There's enough in it right now. But if it goes up to around 2,500, 2,400, I want to say, that'll be about 10% more if, to go to 23 or 2,400. Another 10% is going to be about 6 ETH for him. So then I would think that that's a spot where he's going to want to take profit. So I think that's probably going to happen. So anyway, back to the market. Market did this, the market did that. But here is my Twitter, and we go into my Believes Crypto channel here. And you can see right here all the stuff that I look through and go through for the course of the day. Whale alert, 1,857 Bitcoin, $56 million transferred from an unknown wallet to Coinbase. That was an hour ago. So sell pressure. We've got Satoshi Flipper. We've got Ionic XBT. A lot of these guys are just they're beside themselves right now, and they were going through some stuff. So. Here's another one, 805 Bitcoin transferred from Gemini to an unknown wallet. Now, here we go. Satoshi Flippers telling you first time around did not flip 30K resistance, swift rejection back down. Second time around, flip 30K resistance to support, consolidating on support for weeks. Spot ETF plus 7 other strong narratives this time. So this is 3 hours ago. This is what they're looking at. And then here's the other piece. The DXY is coming down. So now, why is Bitcoin not pumping? So what is going on? So for Satoshi, again, these guys are frustrated because they expected, unlike me, they expected a massive run, right? So this is literally nothing. Bitcoin is not dying. This is normal market activity in a range, but we wouldn't know it because accounts with hundreds of thousands of followers have probably called for a Bitcoin funeral at least 8 times now in this range, and nobody's calling for that. He's just a donkey that does donkey shit. So, just remember that. But here we go. 77 million USDC was burned just a little while ago. If we haven't broken out yet, it must mean we're not breaking out is complete nonsense. We've been through Bitcoin consolidations the last 4 months, not for months, but Jesus Christ. Then there's Ionix 10 rules for what? Jesus Christ, I don't need that either. 38,828 Ethereum transferred from unknown wallet to Lido, which is liquid staking. Here we go. This is where it's starting to get good. And just so you know, guys, this has been going on all day long. Okay. And for this, we're going to have to go to Look On Chain. On Look On Chain, they're tracking all of the big money moving, right? So going down here just a little bit. Oh, they've already closed it out. Okay. So they've already taken some of those down. So let me go back over to Whale Alerts and let's go through Whale Alert. And we'll do this one to transfer. Here we go. $70 million was transferred from USDC Treasury to Coinbase. 56 million was transferred from an unknown wallet to Coinbase. This is Bitcoin, 1,854 Bitcoin. Another 18. And by the way, this is the transaction here is CE6C. And this is B498. So somebody is transferring 1,800. This is 3,708 Bitcoin worth $112,000 to Coinbase for the purpose of selling. I mean, they're not putting it on Coinbase for no reason. Then you have another 70 million transferred from USDC to Coinbase. Then another 70 million transferred from USDC to Coinbase. And you have another almost 70 million transferred to Coinbase. Another 70 million transferred to Coinbase. You have 51 million burned at the USDC Treasury. Then you have another 70 million going to Coinbase. So here, something big is getting ready to happen. Something big. There's a lot of USDC being thrown into Coinbase right now. And when USDC is thrown into Coinbase, the reason for it being thrown into Coinbase is so somebody can make a buy. They're here to buy crypto. So we don't know yet what it is, but it is out there. So this is one of those moments where we're starting to see this. And this is 10 hours ago. So this is at about 10 a.m. this afternoon. But keep going down. 1,863 transferred from an unknown wallet to Coinbase. $70 million transferred from Bitfinex to Kraken. $75 million in USDT transfer from the Tether Treasury to Bitfinex. Things are getting real crazy. So there's a lot going on in the background. But let's stop that for a second. We go to the liquidity map. We see here that nothing got swept. We're not really changing anything. Now, let's come over here and let's look at what happened to Bitcoin. So we got that run up to 30,970. After we got the run up 30,970, it's just been coming down all day. Dow Jones was up 200 points at one point, all the way up to around 200 and I think 20 or 230 points. And now it ended up settling only 86 points up. And I say only 86 points up, but that's significant. So I shouldn't really downplay that. But at the same time, the NASDAQ was up 188 to 124. So, I mean, look how the recovery is coming here. We're at this spot right now where we're almost back. A couple of magical days, and the Dow Jones is going to hit an all-time high. That's how nervous the market is. So This market is not really nervous. This market is full of manipulation. Now let's go to the NASDAQ over here. NASDAQ is not that far from an all-time high as well. The all-time high here is 16,764, and we're at 15,307. SPY 446. Now the SPY is at 479 as an all-time high. It's absolutely bonkers what is happening right now. All of this stuff is having breakout moments. We're seeing it all start to play out. Fantastic to see all these things happening, because that would signify the recovery of the market. So that leads us to Bitcoin. And so what are we seeing here, right? Let's move up here a little bit. So we're looking right now on the day, and we've seen a red formation on the day. We see downside momentum. We're going to pop up Vu Manchu because that'll make it a little easier. And then we're going to get rid of MACD for a little while, and we're going to start looking at money flow. And you can see the money flow here. This money flow, this wave is now coming back down into the negative. If you look at the 4 hour, the money flow has come back down and is negative. Now, when money flow goes negative here, it should be pointed out. When you see money flow going negative on the 4 hour, like over here, look at this move down. So when you see money flow turn into the red on the 4 hour, that usually is a bad sign. Now, look where we are. All of a sudden, the money flow has gone bad. However, we printed that red dot yesterday, so we knew it was probably coming down, right? That was at 7 o'clock this morning. We knew the prediction was that it was going to come down, but we were hoping that the market was going to rally because of the data that we got. Of course, the data, they did the opposite. So now the question is, how far down are we going? Because we are coming down. And, you know, the most likely scenario is, I don't know, unless you've had a really aggressive long, you're not going to get liquidated. But I mean, you know, like a bounce area would be somewhere around here. So 29,000 we could come down to. You know, we might start seeing a massive dump coming pretty soon on a lot of different charts. Now, in order for that to happen, that would get us to that next level. So, you know, what I'm thinking is that we're going to have a dump maybe down to around 28,006, which I used before. So maybe 28,006 we come down to, and then we test. And then after that test, as you can see over here, as we're doing this and as it's playing out, you can see this is coming up, right? So by the time we have a nice little dump here on the 50-day SMA, that 50-day SMA is going to be at 28,600 in the next couple days. So we're probably coming down. We're going to test around 28.6, and then we'll be off to the races wherever the next level up. I think I think everybody's bullish at this point. Like, we're all looking at it, and we know that this market is about to turn on a dime. So now it's a matter of finding, you know, what is going on. So we start the lower time frames, and in the lower time frames, let's full screen this. On the lower time frames, you see money flowing out. On the 15-minute, you see money flowing out. On the 30-minute, you see money flowing in still, but it's coming down. You can see the green line right here, which indicates that the money flow is starting to come under, which means probably some bearish momentum short term. The green money flow here is still in the top, but we minted a green dot, which means that it's a buy opportunity. So hopefully that means that we're coming back up. And if we do, while the money flow is going, then we're going to have a significant run. But that's really one of the only indicators right there that looks good. As we keep going here on the 2 hour, on the 2 hour, red money flow to the out. On the 4 hour, red money flow to the out. How's it not showing up? All right, red money flow to the out, which usually signifies you know, a problem sort of area. And as we go down here to other time frames, you're going to see the same thing playing itself out every single time. The day is the day is playing out pretty steady in the green, but it's not going to stay there very long. As we zoom in here, you can see the line. The line's very difficult to see, but it's right here, and it's about to come over and head into the negative. Now, it could stop and it could reverse, but we've got a red dot minute, which means that the algorithm is predicting that the price is going to continue coming down to make a correction, and then we're going to go back, and then we're going to go back up. So that's how this is all playing out. Now, on the weekly, We just crossed over into the green. So again, long term, this is incredibly bullish. On the monthly, we just flipped green after this red right here a couple months back. We've been green for a while, and the green continues. So, overall, we're still going up. Overall, we're still positive. This is just a moment in time where we're not exactly flying the way we want to fly. So, you have to consider that at least for this moment in time, we're probably going to see a test of some sort of bearishness somewhere. So, and yeah, this boring move here is like, how long is this? In fact, like, so we've been in this range for Jesus Christ, almost 22 days, 21 days. We've been in this range for 21 days. So it really doesn't matter. Like, it just needs to do something, right? Otherwise, it's just going to be. And by the way, a couple people, including BitBoy, all goddamn people, was saying that he was anticipating that we were just going to have a boring time. But this is July. July runs hot, 20% average increase every single July of the last 3 Julys. So that 20% increase puts us at 36,000. So now the question becomes, are we going to keep with tradition, and are we going to have a nice little pump? I mean, that's it's entirely possible that happens. Now, I don't have any indicator right now that's telling me that that's going to happen. The indicators do tell me that I've got bullish momentum. I've got bearish momentum. Everything's really weird right now. Everything is clearly manipulated. You're clearly at this spot where things are just not what things just don't add up the right ways every time. I mean, let's face it. We just saw the CPI data we've been waiting for. How long have we been waiting for this thing to play out that way, right? How long have we been waiting? And guess what? Now it's playing out, and we didn't move. So I don't know. Been hearing all week about Ben melting faces. Did everyone mean next week? Well, so I didn't hear anything about faces being melted. So just in case anybody is wondering, and if anybody doesn't know, the people that are in Telegram putting hashtags and saying Ben bullish and stuff like that are not mods and stuff like that, those people, those are not the people in charge. Those are just the people that invest in it and want to see it pump. So what they say and what they interpret news as is radically different than what the real news is. Now, for the real news on Ben, I did put a post out that said what was happening, and I copied it from Cassie Wolf, who's the chief operating officer for Ben, and it was down here. Yeah, you can look it up, but basically it said that they've got the Dubai thing that's coming pretty soon. They're going to find a way to help compensate the people who lost their tokens to the scam when Bitboy Crypto got hacked. And I'm stalling right now to see if I can get to it, but it doesn't look like I can get to it. Oh, yeah, here it is right here. So Twitter hack scam reimbursement, V2 launch. Stay tuned for details. Bencoin.eth, they now have access to the old email address and the old domain. Billboards in Times Square expected on July 24, potentially July 17. Neither of them this week, I don't think. Hourglass premiere, and this is redacted, says airing once a week for 6 weeks, 2 episodes on final week. Don't know what that is, but it's going to be a crypto show. We have a new social media team, a coin store listing pending anticipated listing date. KuCoin, once the CertiK audit has been completed, will be applying for a listing on KuCoin. They have a market maker, which is going to be in place next week, and this is July 10 when this was, so it's 3 days ago. CertiK audit's being done. Bybit competition post-mortem. While the situation was not fair, exchange listings are not our current focus. That will come in time, but they may have an alternate way to get listed, but it's best for to plan as if we will not be, because if we can, then that will be to the benefit. But if not, so none of this is about Monster Week. So if you're listening to the guys in Telegram, that's ridiculous, right? You should never do that. They're hype boys, and all they're trying to do is hype their bags. So partnerships will only be considered if providing value to Ben coin holders. So they are looking for partnerships. They are looking for different things that provide value to you as a holder. This Dubai coin partnership info, 2.5% of the pre-sale funds will be used to market buy Ben, which means that they're going to be buying it and holding it in the treasury. Which of course means they're going to have to sell it at some point when they need the cash. 2.5% of pre-sale funds will be used to market by Ben and airdropped to Dubai holders. So off of this Dubai, there is a lot of a potential here for something that will be happening. And then Duchess of DeFi will be speaking with Wolfie about other potential benefits for Ben holders. No clarification on what that might be at this point. And then there are 1, 2, 3 redacted partnerships. Play to earn meme coin game, something currently being negotiated, and something that will provide tier travel discount. That's probably Shop Now, by the way, or shopping.io. And then meeting scheduled next week for whatever else might be going on. So there was literally in their statement nothing for this week. So how people turn that into it, I don't know. But I do understand why, because sometimes we get confused when we see something, when we see something happen, then we're like, okay, well, it looks like something's getting ready to happen. And like, even I fall for that too, because sometimes you look at it and you're like, okay, well, maybe there's a little bit of hype or something involved, and, I think at this point, the hype that came from BitBoy taking over the token is gone. They're going to need to do something in order to pump the price. So, that's okay, right? That's it has to be okay, because you don't have a choice. But you have been seeing some big, and actually, by the way, WAGMI still pumping. But for Ben, I think you really have been seeing some big buys still continuing to come in. I mean, the bad part is you still have let's just do F3A8 here, and let's look at this. Maybe, and I could be wrong, by the way. I could be wrong when I'm looking at this. This could be just some junkie playing craps on the. This is a Pepe 2.0. This guy's been cashing out his Ben the entire time. This is an early holder of Ben. If you go just to Ben token over here, then you can see what this person has been doing, and they've been cashing out forever. So this is probably no BS, by the way. This is probably somebody that either got in with ETH Ben or is ETH Ben himself, because as you can see right here, this is a lot of Ben token that's been just cashed out. This is probably $100 and something $1,000 just right here. So this is this right here for sure is about $20,000 that he just cashed out. So you know what I mean? Like there's that's somebody taking a lot, but as you go down here, you'll find other wallets over here that have been buying in pretty big all day. Here's one that bought in for 22 ETH. You know what I'm saying? Like there's buyers and there's sellers that are still here in this market doing stuff for Ben. But again, like I think that it's going to take a little. They got to reverse. They got to figure something out before it starts to run again. They need an announcement. But moving on. So the way it looks is the market is, and I've said this before, and I'm going to say it one more time. The market is going to dip because this is what's happening. Litecoin, I'm actually long on Litecoin on Fairdesk. I'll show you what I'm doing on Fairdesk, as a matter of fact, if you guys want to see it. I'm like, they told me do these trades, and I was like, okay, I'll do the trades. So, but here we go. So I'm up. I took 2 Bitcoins longs, both 10x. I've got one here for Cardano for about I want to say, like, I don't know. Most of these are about $1,000 each. Then you have leverage. So I'm down like a couple $100 on each one of them. I'm up on this Bitcoin because I bought this Bitcoin one. I kept like $1,000 out earlier because I wanted to wait for the bottom. So I felt like I was hitting towards the bottom at like my buy-in was 30,222. So I felt like that was a good position to enter. So I got back in, and I'm up right now, and I could close it for a win, but I'd rather kind of hold on to it and see what happens. But I got another Bitcoin long that I took at 30,007. Litecoin is right here. I got in at 96.76. Now, looking at Litecoin, by the way, God damn it. Haha, wrong screen. There we go. All right. Let's try that again. All right. So these are the ones, as you can see right here. And again, like I went in for about $1,000 on each one of them. So there's 5 trades. So it's about $5,000. My position is 5,032. It's worth 4,397 right now. It's starting to pump a little bit, but it's not going to pump until it dumps a little bit more, I think. I think that some of these positions, it could reverse. There could be a reversal, but I don't see it. Not yet, anyway. So as for Litecoin, LTC, I may not even have it up here right now. I may have been looking at it in there. Yeah. So LTC. Let's do a perpetual futures LTC on MEXC. All right, there we go. So trading at 95.54. But look, when I was messing around with it, trying to look at it earlier this month, Litecoin had pumped up to 115, and I know that their halving is coming soon. So I thought that'd be a perfect time to really kind of see if Litecoin can shine. And my liquidation point on Litecoin is $89. So I feel like I might be in a pretty good position, especially with the market being where it is. So I get the sense and I get the feeling that each one of these is probably like, I get the feeling I could wake up and, maybe XRP liquidates, maybe Cardano liquidates, just maybe, because, I think the positions are kind of weak. But as far as Litecoin and Bitcoin goes, I think they're going to start pumping pretty hard pretty soon. These are, by the way, are 20x on XRP and Cardano because they were high risk. And I was taking a shot just to see what would happen. So maybe we'll see something go on. We'll move it up here so that we know what the position is. We'll put it up above Floki. Actually, we're going to put it above Luna Classic for right now. So anyway, you can still see now this, of course, here we are. This is just sell-off mode. Red dot being minted, still coming down. We're testing the bottom here of the range on the total market cap. So, a lot, this is market manipulation. So, I mean, that's the one thing to understand over here. So that's really what's going on is we're just having market manipulation happening right now. And you're just going to have to deal with it for a little bit longer. We're going to have a move down. We're going to have something go down a little bit more, I think, and then it's going to just start taking off, right? I really feel like we're going to wake up. Things are going to be feeling much better. One thing that I'm going to point out, and I forgot to say it when I said I was going to say it, was every time we do this, what I say is whatever happens today, expect the opposite in 24 hours. So I think that these guys get drunk or they get messed up or they get hammered on this day and they just get wild, and then I don't know, and then something just flips the switch back up. And thank you, Sativa Cyborg Fry, for 5 memberships, for True Ducal, Christian Graves, CODM Crypto, Jeff T, and Purple 303. Remember, guys, the guy's giving you a free membership. If you want to renew, then it is $4.99 a month, and it certainly helps me out. The more memberships I have, the more it helps me continue to provide content. And I need every dollar I can get. You know what I mean? So anyway, I think that we're ultimately in 24 hours, 48 hours. We're going to have a nice move pretty soon. This move is coming. So just give it a day or two. Let the dip happen. The dip might happen overnight. One thing I will say is you should be bullish right now. You should be very, very bullish. This market is getting ready. As a matter of fact, look, if you're looking at Rand Nooner, bullish. And he's a bear, by the way. He's a fucking bear. BitBoy, bullish. Frankie Candles, bullish. Even Gareth Soloway. Gareth Soloway is the king of bears, and he's bullish, right? So everybody's kind of bullish long term right now. It's just this short term right here. Something's going to shake loose. We probably have to have a dip, maybe grab some liquidity, but who knows? But I think we're going to get a reversal tomorrow that the U.S. markets are going to look at it and be like, what the fuck did we? And then they're just going to start pumping. So anyway, that's what I think is going to happen. Thank you for tuning in, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Time to go walk the dog. And we'll talk to you in the morning. This is not financial advice. My name is Believes. I'm always right. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we'll talk to you again very, very soon.
Whoa, another shot of the bullet. Loaded, got complex, cocking and pulling. That bottleneck look like the Loch Ness. What are we doing? I'm about to fall out, boy, and the proof's in the pudding. So, can we forget about the things I said when I was strong? I ain't mean to call you that.